viewers all over the world, you're welcome to Juice on TV, and you're onto the program, Morning Dew. And by the special grace of God, I remain your anchor, Comrade Kemini Edet. And today we have a very special guest talking about the great chairman of our union, talking about Chuson. And it's a real privilege to have him here in our studio, a great achiever, a man whom God is using to achieve his aims and objectives in our lives right here in the Akwa Ibom State Judiciary. We are talking about no other but Comrade Engineer Kateleja. Mr. Chairman, you're welcome to this very.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Indeed, it's good to have you here today, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
The pleasure is mine.
All right. Please, Mr. Chairman, can we meet you? Can you throw a little more light about yourself?
Thank you very much. I am, as earlier mentioned, Comrade Engineer Katele Henry Aja. I'm a native of Okorite in Eastern Obololu government area. I attended the QIC Primary School, Sunya Market, where I obtained my first schooling certificate, and then after I proceeded to Natoli College, where I later concluded my secondary education at the Tina Institute, where I obtained my West African Senior School certificate. Thereafter, I proceeded to the Federal University of Technology, Warri, where I studied materials and metallurgical engineering. And after my study in the university, I proceeded for the Compulsory National Service in Bayelsa State. Thereafter, I worked shortly in Port Harcourt and was registered as a member of the Nigerian Civil Engineers in 2013, where I was registered by Korean in 2015. I'm a one-time president of the National Association of Eastern Obololu Students Worldwide. By God's special grace, I joined the judicial service in 2010. I rose to the rank of Assistant Chief Mechanical Engineer. And today, by God's special grace, I am the head of plant and currently the chairman of Judicial Service and Nigeria Private Sale Branch.
Wow, quite an impressive academic journey. Congratulations, my chairman.
Thank you.
Please, can you briefly tell us about your role and responsibility as a union leader?
As a union leader, my responsibilities are enshrined in the Constitution of the Judicial Service of Nigeria. I, as a chairman, direct officers, members of ESCO to act in line with their scheduled roles as enshrined also in the Constitution of the Union. And moreover, I also, as a NEC member of the union, collaborate with members of NEC, to present issues that put us on the welfare of our members in Akwa Ibom State, among others.
Wow, that's quite impressive, Mr. Chairman. Can you tell us what inspired you to get involved with union movements?
We know the environment we find ourselves today, that there are a lot of oppressive and suppressive forces in our work environments. And coming to terms to these negative forces, coming to terms as well that these things are not being auguring fine in members of the union who are also my colleagues and staff of the judiciary. And that inspired me to go on for position of leadership of the union, where I can speak more and I can chart the cause of the common staff of our state judiciary.
Thank you so much, my chairman. Indeed, the staff of Akwa Ibom State Judiciary must be proud to have a chairman of this nature. Please, can you briefly also tell us, ever since you came on board as the chairman of Chuson Akwa Ibom State Branch, what achievements very significantly has your union had under your watch as a chairman?
And thank you very much for that question. The road to success has not always been an easy one.
That's right.
But by God's grace, we have been able to achieve quite a lot, which I cannot really count them, but I will list but a few that have touched the lives and aspiration of virtually everybody, every member of this union, and even beyond this union. We have been able, when we came on board during our campaign, we promised that will ensure equitability in the distribution of every item that comes out of the union to all members. And people thought it wasn't, people thought it has not been possible. And during our first May Day, we ensured we produced May Day vest
So everybody has a
for the first time. Everybody had that clothes for the first time in the history of our union in Akwa Ibom State. We were able to achieve and broke that chains. And moreover, we went ahead as well to also produce the union calendar, which will also ensure that every member of our union had a copy in their various houses. Moreover, we came up, the union under my watch had been able to hold 2 congresses where members met and they discussed issues critical for the building of the judiciary and perhaps the welfare of members of our great union. That Congress culminated in the proposed protest, which was held in the 17th and 18th of February 2025. And you can see the outcome of it is also a milestone in the history of our union. We have been able to, to negotiate with government the upward reviewal of our peculiar allowances, which have been reviewed from 10% to 15% for the three peculiar allowances we obtained for staff. And that aside, we have been able also to speak with government and have gained their ears, and they have accepted to give us approval for employment of more employees in the judiciary service.
And indeed, the staff of judiciary and environs indeed will be high and full of praises for a chairman such as the one seated before me. Mr. Chairman, once more, please can you share your success story where the union made significant impact on workers' rights and conditions?
Thank you. When we came into office, before coming into office, we have come up with a manifesto of law of transparency and accountability, and we have started from the first promise, love. From day one, we have been able to foster love and togetherness among comrades, which is the bedrock for the success we are registered after. Then the registered success, stems from the distribution of workers' day vest to all members of our union in our private state, which our opposition termed it as an impossibility. But the union under was able to mass produce this vest and ensure the distribution of this vest in the various courts, which had never happened before in the judiciary.
So please, can you tell us once again, what is the biggest challenge that you have seen or you think is facing Juson in Akwa Ibom State?
Well, the challenges are also quite numerous. Inadequate funding of the union have been a very big challenge because over the years, before I became chairman, the take-off dues have been we have up to 3 to 4 million paid into union accounts as check-off dues. But since my inception as union chairman, I only have received such amount of money. I only received up to 1 million naira as take-off dues because of the constant retirement of staff from service, either via death or years of retirement or they have years of death. And there have been no replacement over the time. So this has really impacted on the revenue generated by the union. The union only generates revenue from take-off dues and they have grants from the judiciary management. The unconstructive criticism by members who were aggrieved because they lost election in 2023. So they has also come up with this attitude of pull him down syndrome, where despite all what you achieve, they are always criticizing without coming up with constructive ideas to move the union forward. They have also become caught in the wheel of realization of successes for the union. So that also is a very big challenge for the union today.
And so, Mr. Chairman, in that direction, what advice do you think you have for your co-comrades who stood election with you, the same election that saw you as chairman, what advice do you think you have for them considering making success in our trade union?
You see, I will not fail in my continuance of extending that olive branch to them to come around and build this union with us. This union belongs to everybody. We all put in our funds into this union. So it belongs to them just as it belongs to me and even to you. So we ESCO still extend the olive branch to them to come around and join hands in the building of this union to greater heights. That's the message I have for them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. All right, can I at least still ask this very question? What key issues at the moment are you currently advocating for on behalf of the workers under your watch?
And thank you. That's a very important question. You see, for now, we have been able to bring the negotiation with government to an end. The key issues left here is the implementation of the negotiation with bridge. Those are the issues before us now to ensure that what we have signed, the pact we have signed with government, is implemented to the letter. That's the issue before us as we stand currently.
That's to say, already the prayers of the union is on the pathway to success and answers.
Yes, we are on implementation currently. We have finished the negotiation. We are now on implementation of the prayer, the demands, and the agreements we have reached with government. So we are now head bent at ensuring that no party fails in implementation of the agreement.
And finally, my chairman, what is your vision for this great union called Houston and Akwa Ibom State Branch? And how do you see this great union in the next 2 years of your leadership?
And thank you very much. Already, I am trying to set the pace for the next generation of leaders to follow. Jesus told his disciples, "Greater things shall ye do." So I see leaders that will come and be greater than me in the union. Only setting the pace now. They have to correct the ills I came to meet in office today. So I see this union being recognized in the league of affiliates in Akwa Ibom State, which today I have started that course of action today. So I see a union whereby when the leaders will go to Abuja for next meeting, they will say, "Oh, Akwa Ibom State, oh, a vibrant branch." That's the Houston Akwa Ibom State branch I see in the future tomorrow in Abuja. I see Houston Akwa Ibom State branch, I see it as a voice in South South, where when the song is to be taken at South South zone, we say Akwa Ibom is not here. Let's wait for Akwa Ibom to come. That is the union I see in Akwa Ibom State, Akwa Ibom branch of Houston. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful answer. It means you're a chairman that wants your people to grow. They shouldn't be stagnated. Indeed, God will crown your efforts. I want to believe so. Please, before we end up this whole thing, Chairman, what words do you have for your allies and your conglomerate and calling your subjects in the system?
Thank you very much. I want to encourage everyone to take their job seriously and support the administration of my Lord and Honorable Chief Judge, Justice Kaite Francis Kafe Ramboot. I want to urge us all that in whichever corner you find yourself, the little job you do it and do it well. I want to urge members to desist from act that is capable of dragging the name of this institution to the mud. I want to urge members also to continue to show that love and togetherness. All these things I do today, I do it for the love I have for the members. All what I do today, I do it because I want God Almighty to bless me. I don't do these things for anybody to tell me thank you. I do them because when you do anything good, your reward comes from God, who is the chief rewarder. So I want members to also see it the way I see it, that whatsoever you do, it's only God that rewards your good work, and not mine. That's the advice I have for everybody. And to also know that whatever wrongdoings you do also is written for you and definitely it will come after you.
Well, you've heard it all from the indefatigable chairman of this very great union, talking about Chuson Akwa Ibom State Branch, Comrade Engineer Katele Eja. Thank you for coming to the program.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful having you.
Precious.
To our wonderful viewers, you've heard it all from the chairman. Please do well to support his administration and indeed the administration of the Akwa Ibom State Judiciary. Till we come your way next time, same time, stay blessed and remain blessed.